Hello and welcome to Post Perspective TV. We are at NAB 2023 and happy to welcome our very first guest for this year, John Finegold of Signiant. Welcome, John.
Well, it's great to be here. Thank you.
One more time after I don't know how many years.
I know, it's good to be back.
Thank you for joining us and for being the first.
Absolutely.
So to dive in, Signiant's in the West Hall this year, the new hall, second year, and media operations teams everywhere across our industry are being asked to do more and more with less and less money, less time. I'm assuming that people are coming to Signiant for help. What are you offering folks?
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, I think that's what we're seeing across the industry right now is just more content having to go to more places and more formats, and it's just putting tremendous pressure on media operations teams. And of course, at the same time, budgets are under constraint, as you mentioned. And so that's really what Signiant's always been about, is helping create efficiencies across the media supply chain. But we're particularly focused on helping companies deliver more with less this year. So one of the things we introduced, so last year we introduced a new service called Media Engine, which is a lightweight media management service that makes it easy to search, preview, and interact with media assets across all of your storage on-prem or in the cloud. And that's starting to get some momentum in the market. And one of the things we're doing this year is we're introducing an Adobe panel. So as I'm sure many of your customers use the Adobe suite of products, this allows you to take advantage of that Media Engine capability right from within the Adobe products without having to go back and forth. So I can find that asset, I can preview it, make sure it's what I want, and I can drag it right into my timeline using Signiant Accelerated Download.
Easy.
Yeah, super easy. That's really important.
Great. Well, you also mentioned just now one of the buzzwords of the show and last year's show, the word cloud. No longer just for the sky and a sunny day. I believe you have a jet announcement for the show that's rather exciting.
Yeah, so Signiant, as you probably know, has long been one of the market leaders in moving content to and from the cloud. In fact, our software moves petabytes of content to and from cloud every single day across Amazon, Google, Microsoft. And as we've seen more and more content and workflows move to the cloud, what we're now seeing demand for is cloud-to-cloud operations. So again, Signiant's always been there for ground-to-ground, cloud-to-cloud, and cloud-to-ground. But now with aggregation and distribution happening in the cloud, we need to get that content from point A to point B, and people want to manage that all from the Signiant platform. And so we're introducing cloud-to-cloud operations at the show this year, and we're really excited about that because it's been really one of the most commonly requested items on the Signiant platform.
Fantastic, exciting.
Yeah.
Anything else new from Signiant that you want to share with our good readers and audience?
Yeah, so we've had tremendous growth in a lot of areas, but live sports has been a huge area for us over the last year and a half. Signiant, really being a huge participant in some of the world's largest sporting events. And so what we've done is we've expanded our support for working with growing files. A file that's actually, you can work with it at the source and destination while it's being written to disk. And so what that enables is remote edit teams to start making highlight clips from, say, halfway around the world while the content is being shot. So NBC Sports, of course, uses in the Olympics. They had most of their teams back home in Stanford because of the pandemic. They weren't able to bring everyone to Tokyo and then to Beijing. So this enabled them to have those quick turnaround highlights while content was being shot in Asia. So really, that's been a part of the Signiant platform for a while, but what we're doing now is bringing that to our Jet product to make it more accessible to all size operations.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us, John. For more information, I believe people can go to Signiant.com.
Signiant.com, and we're also over in West Hall in 1713 right by Amazon.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you for being our first guest. And that's us saying thank you from Post Perspective TV.
Thank you.